Good morning. It's already been a busy morning for me, believe it or not. I have been writing emails and doing lots of things since my meditation this morning. And there's been a change since yesterday. I was going to deal with some more political issues as far as what's going on in our world with banking and lawyers, etc. Except I had also been waiting for the lecture that Sue gave at the New Way on March 20th so that I could put that up on my YouTube channel, which I promised her immediately after that meeting over a month ago now. In any case, it finally arrived yesterday, and I have it ready to go up on YouTube after I put today's video up. So today we're going to actually be talking, or I'm going to be talking, about the New Way and what my involvement with the New Way is. The New Way was started a little over 5 years ago. And the minister, Sue Bailey, who is a Unity ordained minister, Unity School of Christianity, she had made the choice to start an independent group. And initially it was called the New Church, but then we got rid of the word church and changed it to the New Way. And that was probably 3 years ago, I'm going to say. I went to their open house, I believe. I had forgotten that I did that, but someone reminded me that I had gone probably back in March of that year. But it was June, the first week of June in 2006, that I went for the first time that I remembered. And when they sang their version of the Lord's Prayer, which included wording from several world faiths, I thought, this is home. This is where I belong. And I started going every week. In fact, since that first week in June 2006, I have attended all but 3 Sunday morning meetings, what we call pod celebrations. Now, if you were to go to our web page, it would say, "Welcome to the New Way Pod, where people of diversity come together, embracing change, leading the new way." Certainly, the New Way is an eclectic group of people from several religious backgrounds or from no religious background, holding a wide variety of ideas and visions. And a couple years ago, we actually defined ourselves with a statement of purpose, which I'm going to read to you now. The purpose of the New Way is to maintain a self-supportive, loving place for all people to explore their humanity and divinity, so as to be a light of truth, co-creating a world of peace. I have heard it said by some people that have visited the New Way that they don't know what we believe. And there's probably a really good reason for that. In our minds, certainly there is. Beliefs have long stood in the way of people becoming fully validated human beings embracing their humanity, which has actually limited us as a human family in embracing our divinity. We've been compromised again and again by beliefs, by having to believe a certain thing to fit in, making love conditional rather than unconditional. And it doesn't work. Just look at religions. Just look at Christianity by itself. Look what has happened and the fragmentation that has gone on by people saying, well, I don't believe that, and not willing to accept where other people are. So the very thing that some people criticize because they want to know what the boundaries are going to be. What do I have to believe to be here in this group and to identify myself with this group? And if they don't have clear-cut parameters, clear-cut definitions, then they choose not to, because those people are at a point in their life where they're still trying to figure out who they are, and they're not willing to adventure. They want someone else to tell them what they have to think. And that's what a lot of what Sue's talk is going to be about when I put it up later today. And you'll have the opportunity, those of you that choose to listen to Sue, who is our spiritual leader, if you will. She is a minister. Some people have referred to her as Guru Sue. But it's about freedom in the new way. The new way worldwide is about freedom. Not just our new way here in Cocoa, Florida, Brevard County, but the whole world is developing a new way that is based on freedom, it is based on unconditional love, it is based on spiritual principles that have a chance of working rather than spiritual principles that are self-destructing because of the limitedness of their nature. So I'm proud this morning to present Sue to the rest of the world. She was pretty excited when I told her that I was willing to post it on my YouTube channel to give others a chance to hear her. And I informed her yesterday that the video had finally come in. I had finally received it and was able to do it today. So she was pretty excited about that. And I'm pretty excited about sharing Sue with the rest of you. She's an amazing human being. There's a lot of amazing human beings, not just here in the local community that I'm in, but all over the world. Each of you that are watching, you are part of the new way, the new thing that's happening on earth. You are part of that because you are people, as Paige says, people of the love instead of people of the lie and people of the believe. We say belief, of course, but there's a lie in the middle of belief. I'm glad that came out. And we want to get to the truth. And the truth is, every one of us is different. One of the things at the New Way, I guess I need to throw this in because some of my family here on YouTube and Facebook have brought this issue up. When I got to the New Way several months back, it was last year, there was a lady sitting out on the stoop, and I'm always the first one there. I've long been the one that goes and sets up, and most of the time the one that closes up on Sundays, because it's part of my service to the community. In any case, this lady said, is this the gay church? And I said, no, the New Way is not a gay church. We have a lot of gay people that fellowship with us, that join with us on Sundays and during the week. But no, it is not a gay church. One of the things that I'm most proud of about the New Way is that they accept everybody right where they are, including people with gay and non-heterosexual orientation. And it's a beautiful thing. People are not ostracized or put down for the way they love or the person that they choose to love or the gender of the person that they choose to love. It is a non-issue at the New Way. We've had people visit us from churches that are gay churches, and they're surprised that heterosexuals and homosexuals can mix in the same group. And I know for a lot of fundamentalists, they couldn't handle that. But there are people that are fundamentalists in their sexuality and think they've got to separate out. And folks, I want to tell you, my personal belief is, my personal viewpoint is that every one of us has a role to play, and every role is an important role. And as long as the structure is allowed to be free, and people are allowed to be genuinely themselves without imposing their particular viewpoint or lifestyle on others, I think that's the ideal. I think that's the absolute ideal, and I would encourage new ways to spring up in every community. It doesn't matter if that's what word you use, the name is irrelevant. But forming communities of inclusion rather than what we have known throughout our history and in our spiritual structuring, and that is exclusion based on what you do or don't believe, what you do or don't do with your life. As long as you're living a loving life and you're not interfering with other people, every one of us needs to be free to be and to express. That's extremely important. It's a value that I think is the value that's shaping this ninth wave in the evolution of human consciousness. It is unity consciousness. It is universal consciousness. It is the consciousness of inclusion, not the consciousness of exclusion, not separation. So anyway, I'm going to pull the string on this a little bit ahead of time today. I could have done that probably a couple minutes ago, but I thought of something else. I trust that you'll have a good weekend. I know it's another extremely busy weekend for me, and next weekend looks even like it's going to be even busier than this one. And I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to get everything done. But anyway, you have a good weekend this Easter weekend. Namaste, and bless you. Thank you for listening, and be sure to listen to Sue. I will put the web page address up in the comments so that you can see that. Bye.